these nasty flies, these nasty bees buzzing around me. Maybe they feel different to you today if you gave that a try, seeing Divine Mother as shape shifting into everything around you. And when I think of that shape shifting, then it's super fun to think, wow, what if I am the essence that is shape shifting into this thing called Kenton? When we do figure out the theory of everything, yes, we will find that humans are very likely just part of everything else. And if we imagine, if we discover that consciousness is the root of being, think on that one for a moment. But Divine Mother becoming you and me, sometimes, especially religions, they warn against this. They say, this is the greatest ego, to think that you are God. And I think what they're imagining is that the person in their ego self starts to imagine that they are God, the creator. And when we think of that in a very linear way, then it makes sense that we are trying to enlarge our ego. But what we're talking about, of course, is something much more organic, something that has to do with a connection and a deepening, something that doesn't fit into our linear mindset. That's going to run through all of our explorations of the path of Divine Mother, is that the basic paradigms with which we look at the world don't necessarily fit. And this is true really of any spiritual tradition if we go deeper than the dogma, that we're going to have to change our very way of thinking. So something that makes sense from the outside, from a very kind of linear mindset, won't make sense in a deeper way. It's, again, I keep talking about science, it's no different there, that eventually scientists will have to think outside of the linear. Maybe I would say actually many of them are at this point. To understand a theory of everything is going to require a shift in mindset. It's not going to fit neatly into our Lego version of the world. So imagine for a moment what happens when I think of you as an essential blossoming of Divine Mother. How do I treat you? I would wager to say that I treat you a little bit differently than I would be treating you if I just think of you as a blob of flesh. When I think of you as an expression of the divine, an expression of the wholeness, you become something more. To me, at least, the frame with which I view the world is important. And thinking of everything as little Lego pieces, very different than thinking of everything as a manifestation of an overall consciousness, or thinking of everything as blossoming out of the wholeness of whatever the theory of everything will eventually discover. And it's so different than if I think of you as Divine Mother playing at a human being. I just get curious about everything and everyone we see around us. Then our mind isn't so filled with judgment and pushing away and trying to covet. And instead, we're surfing with the world, we're playing, we're exploring. Give this a shot today if you want to. I'm going to be doing it. Just loving the people around you, as if they are Divine Mother playing at a human being. And do the same with yourself. Because you, you deserve that love too. You deserve that curiosity from yourself. Maybe you spend time judging yourself, cutting yourself down, otherwise belittling yourself. Try giving that a break today and use that medium of thinking, wow, I'm Divine Mother playing a role. What does that feel like? Love to you all, my friends. And of course, would love to talk with you in the comments.